Hi everyone, this is the first movie for Excel Chapter 8, the Guided Project 8-3. So what you see on my screen on the left side are the instructions, on the right side is the start file. So this courtyard medical is what we have, and if you can see we have several worksheets at the bottom. So I've opened it and enabled it, and step number 2 is to install Solver, but if you followed my directions from the last movie, you never deleted it. So hopefully Solver is already installed, as is the developer tab. If you don't have those things on, then go ahead and put them on, and I highly recommend just keep them there. They don't hurt anything, and we're going to be using them. So I already have the Solver installed and the analysis tool pack, so I can skip step number 2. All right, so the third step, it says click the workout plan. All right, so here we've got the workout plan, and select cell E10. All right. So E10, sorry. So in here, we're looking at a summation of all of these activities. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The total calories burned per week based on the calories per hour and how many times you did that activity. So what we want to do is add a scenario to this worksheet to, we're going to do the basic plan, which is and then we're going to do one called double. Okay. All right. So hold on one second. Okay, so I was just double checking that we're not saving this scenario so we can get back to it, but apparently that is not something they want us to do. So I highly recommend it when you're doing this in the real world, but we're going to follow what SimNet wants. So, all right, so we're going to go to the data tab, and then the what if, the what if analysis. And we're going to set up a scenario, right? So we're going to go to the scenario manager. So we want to add a new scenario. So we're going to click on add, and then scenario name is called basic plan and we're going to change cells D5 through D9, okay, D5 through D9, D5 through D9. So that's how many times a week you do these activities, because the calories per hour are set, so all you can vary is how many times a week you do it. So that's what we're going to try and change. So I'm going to go ahead and do OK. They want us, okay, so this is the saving the basic plan. So we're going to not change anything here, and we're going to say OK. So now we have our basic plan, which is what we can get back to. Then we're going to add, this one's going to be called double. It's still going to change cells D5 through D9. So I'm going to go ahead and do OK. And then on this scenario value, I'm going to change the values to 2. So if I could do 2 times a week for high intensity, 2 times a week for running, 4 times for Zumba, 2 times for water aerobics, and 2 times for strength training. Okay. And so now we have the original basic plan, and then if we double up our activity, so we're going to go ahead and close that. Okay, so now we have 2 built. We're going to go ahead and use the solver to try and see how we can change this to 3,500, which is our goal. So let's go back up to what if analysis, and this time we're going to do, we're going to go to solver. So our objective is in E10, right? And we want to change the value of that to 3,500. So that's our goal. We want to be able to burn 3,500 calories in exercise a week, right? Oops. Put that in the wrong spot. 3,500 by changing how many times we exercise, right? So, okay, let's review what we're doing. We want to change this cell, E5, to the value of 3,500 by changing how many times we do each of these exercises. So then we need to add some constraints because, you know, perhaps there's, you know, we can only do maybe 2 high intensities or whatever. There's a limit to how much you can do. So if we take a look at our instructions, we're going to add constraints. So we're down here in the constraint area. We're going to say add. I don't know why it keeps needing to refresh. But so D5, how many times I can do high intensity is less than or equal to 4 times. I'm going to add it. My next constraint is D6. It's less than or equal to 3 times. I can only run 3 times or less. Add. D6, I'm going to do a minimum of 1. Okay? So I did D6 greater than or equal to 1. D7, Zumba, is less than or equal to 4. Add. And then Zumba, D7 again, is greater than or equal to 1. And then OK. So I can do the high intensity up to and including 4 times. I can run between 1 and 3 times, and I can do Zumba between 1 and 4. So once all constraints are identified, we're going to go ahead and hit OK, which we did. We're going to choose GRG nonlinear, and we want to make sure that the unconstrained variables checkbox is checked. We're going to click solve and see if a solution will occur. Okay, I picked the wrong cell up here for some reason. I must have checked off of it. So this set objective is E10. Solve it. Okay. Hey, it found a solution. We want to save the scenario as 3500 burn. And then OK. We're going to restore, restore original values. And we want to do an answer report. So we're going to select answer, and then OK. So now what happens, you see our numbers return, and we have an answer report here. So it's telling me the original value, the maximum value, what we would have. Here's our constraints. here's what we can vary, right? Okay, let's see how much. I'm going to stop this movie at this point. I'm going to pick up with step 8 on the next movie. Thank you.